On the other hand, this could have all been a big fat publicity stunt. You know what I mean? This could have been a publicity stunt by the royal family because this probably is a publicity stunt in the sense that, oh no, it's a PR stunt. It's a PR stunt because this whole where is Kate's disappearance is a PR stunt. It's a way to keep the focus on them and away from Harry and Meghan because this all started around the time that Harry and Meghan went to Canada. It's around the time they were getting really, really good press, and all attention was on them. So, what do? You start to create this sense that something is wrong with Kate. You know what I mean? And that it's seriously wrong because you just don't see her. And as that starts to build, you double down on it and you keep people worried with the intention of springing Kate out like a fresh, daffodil when you're ready to do it. But for now, keep everybody, jostling and speculating and worrying and keep the spotlight on this the Waleses and on England and on the royal family in England and away from Harry and Meghan. It could be that as well. You know, that's not to say she did not have surgery. She obviously did because the clinic would not have gone along with a lie like that. I don't see it. I don't I can't imagine a scenario where any medical institution would do that, right? So she clearly did go to the clinic and she was released. But after that, they decided to play cat and mouse games. Now you see me, now you don't games with the public to keep a narrative going, a story going, and to keep the spotlight on them, to steal the spotlight from Harry and Meghan. It could be that because it's worked. I mean, Harry and Meghan, are out of the spotlight, except for today. I saw something in the Daily Mail talking about the fact that Harry and Meghan are lambasting the royal family and this, that, and the next. And, just a lot of old news, nothing new, but, that was what they ran today. And I think that this thing with Kate is possibly a big fat PR stunt. It's a PR stunt. And so behind the scenes, they're probably giggling, probably. It's worked. You know, let's do this and see what they say, and then they will be proved wrong and look ridiculous. But we've got all this PR, and then when Kate does appear, the big unveil, like I mean, huge ratings, and they're going to put her up on their website for the unveil, right? And just huge, huge numbers of views go viral. She'll go viral. And this is a PR stunt, probably the brainchild of someone new and young on their team of how can they get more publicity, more attention, and, basically dominate the headlines because they don't want Harry and Meghan because these two are very competitive. Kate and William will stop at absolutely nothing to win, right? And Harry and Meghan were having all this amazing press. So it could be that this is all just a PR stunt because it's just not making any sense. You go all around, around, around all these different scenarios. It doesn't make sense. Something doesn't. The math is not mathing, as I keep saying. But anyway, this in this video, what I really wanted to talk about was the fact that I don't think the royal family will ever be, I mean, the monarchy will ever be dismantled. Why do I say that? I say that because I am now convinced that the British people need the royal family. It's not just that they want them, it's they need them. You know, they are hugely entertaining, obviously. And if you remove the royal family, what will they have to talk about? Honestly, it feeds a lot of industries. The royal family feeds a lot of industries. It will have a serious economic impact because, first of all, journalism, the press, I mean, I would say at least 70% of what the press reports on relates back to the royal family, to the monarchy, right? So you're putting them out of business. But you also have so many other aspects of the economy in the food business and the clothing business, in construction, I mean, so many different sectors that would be impacted by the royal family not being there. But mostly, I think it's just the zeitgeist and the effect that would have on morale. People would literally be depressed, number one, but number two, bored out of their minds. The royal family is their celebrity, it's their Hollywood. It's like, setting Hollywood on fire and getting rid of it forever in America. It would have a very serious impact on morale, on the economy, even on the reputation of the United States, among other things. They need the royal family. They need the royal family. The royal family has now become integral to Britain, to the UK, to its image, to its reputation, to its mental health, among other things, right? They need something to focus on as a culture, as a people. They need them to focus on them, to talk about them, to see them, to know that they're there. They are reassured by 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 knowing that they're there. you know they may not love them all the time, but they are reassured. You see how many of them, millions of them, come out every time there's an appearance or an event or a ceremony or an occasion. All of them come out. They're all invested emotionally in the monarchy. They're invested, their parents were invested, their grandparents were invested, their great grandparents were invested. They can't remember a time in their history as a people where there wasn't a monarchy. At this point, it's part of their DNA. Literally, it's inside of them, it's in them, right? Having this family on a pedestal, to look up to. They don't mind. And that is why, to a great extent, they treated Megan the way they did because, you know, Megan is not one of them, you know, and as a people, they have invested in the monarchy with their money, with their emotions, their taxes, their emotions, just everything that they know to be normal. It's like a norm, right? And then you have this outsider, and she's not even white. Like, what the, you know? Wallace was bad enough, but I mean, at least Wallace is a white woman. It's just Megan was just totally, 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 totally. I mean, even though Megan does not even look black, but they know it's in there. It was just not possible, right? This isn't what they invested in. It's an investment. The royal family is an investment for the British people, but it's also, a norm for them at this point. It's something they need it, right? So no matter what happens, they're not going to get rid of the royal family. Even if it turns out that William did something and he's now unfit to take the throne, they'll figure something out to keep the royal family going, right? So yeah, I just wanted to say that you know, no matter what, no, I don't think the royal family is going anywhere or the monarchy is going anywhere. The British people need it. They need it.